Hey y'all, this is Dina. Welcome to my channel. Okay, I'm back with a super cute project tonight. We're going to do Santa's reindeer food. I happened to see this on Pinterest and I saw so many people with different great ideas, and I started thinking, you know what a cute addition to the craft fair. So I made up my own decorations and what I put in it and so forth, but I did find the little poem on Pinterest. So I didn't it wasn't like a free printable. I just typed it. But there are so many people that have free printables of like this same poem but different designs and so forth. So what I did is I just cut it out or printed it out on Microsoft Word, and then I just cut them and I'm just decorating it myself. So I will leave the little poem down in the description box if you're interested in the little poem. Thought it was super cute. But what I did is I have these little bags that I got on clearbags.com, and I just made myself a cute topper, and I got this ribbon right here. There's like 10 yards on here. It was $2.99. It's 40% off at Hobby Lobby. And I found this super cute, oh look, I didn't punch that one out. The super cute little reindeers came in a whole pack. And let me show you these. Came in like a pack like this at Hobby Lobby. And they were $5.99, but they're 40% off. So I was taking all the little reindeers out of here. But I'll be able to use the other ones because these are super cute. But yeah, so $5.99. So I think I got it for like less, like $3 plus, you know, probably about $3.50. So anyway, I was looking for some cute little reindeer to put on there, and I found those. I'm like, how cute is that? Then I went over into the paper section, and in their open bin paper, they have this one. It's really pretty, kind of a metallic-y looking red and white peppermint looking paper. It was regular $1.99 a sheet, but they have them half off, so I got it for $1. And so I just picked up a couple of sheets because I think I'm going to do about 20 of these, and I'm going to add these in the craft fair. I thought these are so cute. So last year I did Santa's Magic Key, and I sold quite a few of those. And so I still have a few left, so I might throw those in, but I'm going to add these in because, y'all, how cute is this little reindeer? And what a cute little thing here. Let me show you how I did this. Okay, this is super fun. Okay, so let me put my cute little ones here out of the way. Okay, so what I used is, let me just start with the clear bags. Now, I have had these a long time, probably more than a year. I just found these, and I believe the reason that my tag is all covered up is because I got them on the clearance section on clearbags.com. They have a clearance section, and I think that's where I found them. I probably paid about $4 because a lot of the stuff on the clearance go for like $3 and $4. And so this was 100 pack. And see, these, I've probably showed you before, but these have the little hanging thing on the top, and they open it from the bottom. And I thought these are a perfect size. Even though they open from the bottom, I'll seal the bottom up so our mixture won't fall out. So this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to use these bags. So I'm going to need one of those. And then you're going to need, if you choose to put the little reindeer food little poem on there, and it's a sprinkle on the lawn at night, the moon will make it sparkle bright. As Santa's reindeer fly and roam, this will guide them to your home. I thought that was the sweetest little thing. So I went ahead and I just typed it up on Microsoft Word, and I printed it out, and I just cut them up, and I'm just going to layer them on some pretty red paper. So I've got that. And then I'm going to use this, as I showed you, I'm going to use these for the toppers of our little bag. And then you're going to need a reindeer. So the super cute little foam reindeers. Yeah, these are so cute. At first I thought, oh, it's going to be too big. But then when I had just tied it on, it was so cute. I loved it so much. Now, these little things, I think they peel off, but I didn't peel it off because I don't want it to be sticker. So anyway, so this is what we're going to have as our reindeer. And like I said, I bought this ribbon, and it is kind of like a velvety looking ribbon. It was in the Christmas crafts, and they have it all 40% off, so it was regular $2.99. And then what I tied the little reindeer on with was a little bit of twine that I got from Tuesday Morning. You'll need a hole puncher. You're gonna need some Quaker Oats. Any brand will work. And I put, I went into the baking section. Ooh, this one's open. I went into the baking section and I found red and green sprinkles. The reason that I decided to go with the oats and the sprinkles like this, because if the child does open it and sprinkle it out on their front lawn, then if the birds ate it, it's edible, so it wouldn't hurt them. I don't think that sugar hurts them. My mom puts sugar in her water all the time for the birds outside her window, and they drink it up. They love it, so I think it would be okay. Anyway, so let's just get started. Let me show you how I put this all together. Okay, so the first thing that I did is I made my little topper for my bag. And so I just took my bag, and whatever bag you decide to use, just measure it across the top and then put it by, let me see, I put it by 3.5 inches. So it's going to be folded on the 3.5 inch side. So mine is 3.5 by 4 3/8. So it depends on which kind of bag you use and how wide it is how big you want it, but you want it to do 3.5 inches is on the part that folds over. Okay, hope that makes sense. Okay, so let me show you. I got so much stuff right here, y'all. It's hard to work. Okay, so I am gonna take my piece of paper that I've already cut out, and it's a 3.5. On the 3.5 inch side, I'm gonna score it at 1 3/4. That way or you can just fold it in half, but I just kind of wanted my folds to be nice and crispy, so I wanted to be nice and neat. So there we go. And now what I'm going to do is, let me move this out of the way for a sec. Okay, so now that I've got my topper, because I found it was a little easier to go ahead and make your topper before you start filling it, to get at least the paper on. So what I did is I took some double-sided tape and I filled up one side on one side all the way to the edge. You can always staple these on if you want, and I was gonna staple them, and then I thought, you know what, I don't want to do that. I don't really want the staple holes, and so I did my double-sided tape. Worked out great. Okay, so I've made one mistake already, and I tried to go ahead and use the sticker side and line it up, and so I kind of had to mess one up. And so what I did is, on the side I have not put tape on, I just kind of lined it up inside there and just folded it over, and then I flipped it over and put tape on the other side. I found that was the easiest way. Then I didn't waste my tape. And like I said, you can use, you can staple this on if you want, but I just kind of didn't want to put staples. I have my little mini stapler out here, but I didn't want to do that. Okay, so there we go. We've got our little topper on, and y'all, you're gonna see this is so easy. Okay. Okay, so now let's go ahead and fill our little bag with our little oats. So I'm gonna pour a little bit more in my bowl. And y'all, look, I even have a little Christmas bowl. Got that last year. I think I got it at Walmart. So I'm just gonna pour a little bit more of my oats in here. And you don't need to put too much. You don't want your bag like overflowing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I have it, the opening is on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill it up. I gave it like 2 spoonfuls. That should be plenty. And then I'm going to keep my bowl over here for a second. And now I am just going to take my sprinkles, and I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of both of my colors just down in here. And all it is little sprinkled sugar stuff. It's Wilton brand is what I bought. I put a little red and green in there. And now I'm just gonna seal it up. Let me put my lids on because y'all might spill. Put my lids on. Okay, so this has got a little adhesive. Now I found my adhesive is up so high. It didn't seal completely the way I wanted it to, but I still wanted to use the bag. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of fold it over a little bit just so I can get that adhered in there. And I have some of these little tiny clear circles, and you can use tape if you want, but I had these in my stash and I've had them a long time, and I'm just gonna fold it onto the sides that way it holds it closed. I mean, it's sealed, but I just want to make sure it has that extra protection so it doesn't open up. We'd hate for all this to fall out everywhere. So and there you go. You kind of shake it around, get your little red and green mixed in there. You can see. So there we go. We've got our bag filled. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ribbon and I'm just going to pull myself out a nice length. Mine is like a little bit, like 13 inches or so, maybe a little longer. And I'm going to put it where that thing, the fold thingy is on the back. So I'm going to be able to put my ribbon and have the little knot on the front. So I'm going to just go ahead and line this up so I'll know where to go ahead and put some glue. And I'm using my art glitter glue. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to put myself a nice strand of glue going down. And then I'm just going to line it up about in the center, maybe a little lower. And then I'm just going to take it and fold it over. You can add a little bit more glue on the front if you like. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. But don't go all the way through because you got to be able to tie your knot. So you don't want to go all the way through. So just carefully, because you put glue on it, just tie a knot in the front. If you get any glue that seeps out, just wipe it off. Tie yourself a good knot. You can do bows if you want. You can use curling ribbon. However you want to do this. Like I said, I just kind of went to the craft store and decided this is how I want to make my topper. Okay, so I'm going to trim this off just a tad. I like that. That looks good. I think that this is such a cute little idea. Okay, so now I've got that on there. I'm going to take some of my twine, and that's how I'm going to tie my little reindeer on. I'm going to take my reindeer. Now, I used my little tiny hole puncher here, and when I did, it makes such a tiny hole, I couldn't thread it through. So what I did is I just grabbed a big fat eye needle. My sewing needle has got a big fat eye in it, and just threaded it through. If you're making a whole bunch of these, you could just cut a whole bunch and just pull it through, and then just have it already threaded and just pull it through. Okay, so let me pull one. There we go. That way then you don't have to sit there and struggle and try to get it through the hole, because you don't want your little hole to be too big, you know. You want to be able to, you don't want to have a big old hole in the middle of his head. You just need enough space to put the twine through. You can decorate these any way you want. This is what I just came up the way I wanted to do mine, and I thought it turned out pretty cute. I liked it a lot. So I'm just gonna take it and I'm gonna tie it. And sorry about my hands in the way, y'all. I'll get them moved in just a sec. So I just tie it down, and it kind of goes in between his little reindeer antlers, and just tie a little knot. Of course, I've pulled off too much twine, but that's all good. And there we go. And I'm just going to trim it off. That is a horrible pair of scissors, y'all. About time for those to go. And then, there you go. You've got your reindeer on there. Now, how cute. You don't need anything on the front. It is just so cute and just simple and just darling. So what I decided to do for the little poem, I just, let me see here if I've got one good trimmed up. And that one looks good. So what I did is I have this red paper I keep sitting on my desk because I buy these little red things. And I just use this. And I'm just going to use my double-sided tape. And I'm just going to tape it down. Because you want to layer it up. It makes it look nice. Or you don't have to, but I just think it makes it look really pretty. And I'm just going to use my little fist first trimmer here. And trim it off. And got myself a little tag. I think I need to trim it a little bit more. Nice and sharp. I love that trimmer. So there we go. Now I'm just going to take my glue and I'm just going to go along the edge. You can use tape if you want. I'm going to go along the edge. You don't have to go all the way down because it's not going to completely be on the whole back. It's going to hang down a little bit. And I'm just glued it up into the center where it's on the back. And there we go. Just gonna flip it over, push it down really good. Y'all, that is so cute, isn't it? I love this. I love this so much. How cute is that? Aren't they sweet? So sweet. I love them. The packaging turned out so cute. And yeah, this is the way I'm gonna do this. And I think these are darling. And like I said, I found the poem on Pinterest. Tons of people I didn't realize made reindeer food. And so anyway, I will type the little poem down below in the description box if you want to type it up on your computer or however you want to do it. And you can use the poem as well, or you can go to Pinterest. I don't really have one specific pin because there's so many with the same poem. So if you just go into Santa's reindeer food, you're going to find the poem. But anyway, yeah, I think that these turned out super cute. I'm super excited about them. I am going to make probably about 20 or so of these, maybe a few more, because they're super fast to make. I'm going to take them to the craft fair. I think these will be so cute, and yeah, I really think that they're eye-catching, and I think that they'll sell. I really do. So anyway, I think probably what I'll probably do is either probably $2 or $3. Because of the packaging, what I put in it, and so forth. I'm thinking probably maybe $3 or 2 for $5 on these. I just think that they're super cute. And yeah, it's just like a little bit of piece of paper, a little ribbon. So really, it didn't cost a whole lot. So even if you did 3 or 2 for $5, it would be really cute. Leave me a comment below what you think. If you think that that's a good price, or if I should do $2. But yeah, I think that they're super cute, y'all. This would be really cute to give as little friend gifts or whatever at work or whatever. Just put it on their desk. How cute is that? They could take it home, share with their kids, or you know what? A classroom. If teachers want these for a classroom, how cute would that be as well? So yeah, well, if I'm thinking that, I might need to make more than 20. Okay, well, y'all, I hope that y'all like this. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'm super excited about this one. I think it's darling, and yeah, I hope you like it, and so I'm going to let you go for tonight. I'm going to make a few more of these, and I want to try to get these all made up by tomorrow, so I don't have to worry about making any more reindeer food, and it's ready to go for the craft fair. Anyway, so yeah, craft fair is in 2 months, y'all. So much to do. So much to do. It's amazing. You know, so anyway, okay, well, I'm going to quit rambling on, and you guys have a great night, and I will see you guys in my next video. And if you're watching this video and you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave me comments. We have lots of fun on this channel, and yeah, we love for you to come back and keep watching with us. Anyway, thanks so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.